Hi guys. Welcome to Otaku Junkie. Today I'm going to explain episode 8 of Chainsaw Man. So if you haven't watched our previous explanation, go check it out in our channel. So let's get started. In the starting of the episode we see Denji is brought to her home by a drunken Himino, who puts him on her bed. She then opens a beer after taking a shower. She goes and gives Denji some beer with her mouth after hearing him call for water after waking up. Then, Himino queries if she brought Denji home and why he is in this location. She surmises that Denji adores Makima and feels a little irritated that Aki feels the same way. Denji should do it, she says him as she lies next to him. Himino emphasizes that she means it as sex in response to Denji's confusion. He is instructed to raise his hands as she begins to remove his shirt. Denji questions whether or not that is truly okay because his first kiss was meant to be with Makima but ended up with Himino, who puked in his mouth. He then immediately affirms it for himself. Himino starts to remove his trousers when he discovers a chupa chup in his pocket. Denji thinks back to an earlier time when he was feeling under the weather as a result of the vomit and Makima advised him to go outside for some fresh air. Then Makima brought him some anti-nausea medication. Denji explains that even if he kisses a different lady now, he would be reminded of the taste of vomit because of his awful first kiss. Denji receives the chupa chup Makima was licking by having it removed and placed in his mouth. She explains to him that while he probably won't forget the taste of vomit, he will have many more first tastes, such as the taste of cola and his first indirect kiss. Himino nods off in the present, while Denji is sprawled out on the floor next to the bed. He apologizes to Pochita while glancing at the chupa chups and says he wants to keep his first experience for Makima. Himino awakens Denji for breakfast in the morning. She says she can't recall anything from last night and worries whether she did anything to Denji as they are eating. He explains to her that he is keeping his first experience for Makima and won't do it with a vomit lady. Himino is relieved since doing it with a child may have led to her being arrested. She continues after a brief pause that Denji is peculiar and that most people would have felt uneasy and departed by this point. But given that there is free food, Denji doesn't see why he would. Himino assumes that Makima is the one he loves, and he wonders if he would still adore her even if she had a negative disposition. Himino decides to assist in setting him up with her after Denji affirms that he will. Himino proposes a covert alliance in which she will assist him with Makima and Denji will assist her with Aki. Himino declares that going forward, they are friends rather than merely senior and junior after Denji nods in agreement. Denji questions whether Makima would join them for breakfast when she says he can occasionally join Aki in power. Makima is traveling to Kyoto by train to meet with her superiors. She wants to buy a lunchbox and doesn't really want to meet them because she finds them frightening. Makima and her helper are shot by the men seated in front and behind her when the train enters a tunnel just before Kyoto. The men then place a call and announce that the operation can begin. All soldiers of Division 4 are out on various assignments throughout Tokyo when they are unexpectedly assaulted. At a ramen shop, Denji, Himino, Aki, and Power are dining. Power claims that the gunshots Denji heard were actually drums. Incredulous that he can eat ramen that tastes awful, a man speaks to Denji. Denji claims he likes the taste, but the man adds that Denji is unable to evaluate the flavor of food. He assumes it makes sense because Denji only consumed the same food when he was younger. The man continues by saying that his grandpa was the sweetest man and frequently took him to upscale eateries. He only killed a few women and children while he was a yakuza and was a necessary evil. The man then takes out a photo of himself and his grandfather, a member of the yakuza who implored Denji to hunt demons. He tells Denji that the gun devil is after her heart before taking out a gun and shooting the boy in the head. After Power strikes him, Aki summons the fox devil, who eats the man as he continues to shoot at the other people. When Aki turns to check, she notices that both Denji and Himino are hurt, with Himino having been shot in the chest. The fox devil claims to have inserted something monstrous, something neither human nor demonic, in her mouth. Using swords rather than chainsaws, the guy transforms into the fox devil after cutting open the creature's head. Instructing Power to stop Himino's bleeding, Aki draws his blade. Power is taken aback when she discovers that Aki's blade is actually a sizable nail. The katana man is struck by Aki with his sword as he stands, and a devil utters the number 3. As they begin to wrestle, Aki pierces him a second time while the demon yells 2. The demon quickly pierces him a further time while saying 1. The man tosses Aki away after realizing enough is enough, but Aki then begs the cursed devil to murder him. Then the cursed devil says 0 and arrives, snatching the victim and killing him. Himino needs to be sent to the hospital. Power responds when Aki inquires about her condition. Since only police officers and devil hunters are allowed to own firearms in Japan, Aki is perplexed as to how he obtained one. Before Aki can return her attention to Himino, a woman appears out of nowhere and recognizes Aki's skill with the Curse Devil. Aki wonders if she is that man's ally and where she came from. Katana Man is forced to rise up by the woman, who puts her hand on him. When asked why he fell short, Katana Man responds that he let his guard down. She then commands him to kill Aki. Then Katana Man assumes a position and swiftly pushes past Aki to slice him. The woman orders Katana Man to kill Aki after he drops to his knees but is still conscious. Power declines Himino's request to assist Aki because she was unable to notice Katana Man's strike. Himino calls the Ghost Devil, who informs Himino that the woman is frightful. Himino spits some blood, sensing that she is about to die, and offers to give the Ghost Devil her entire being if she can utilize it all. After accepting, the Ghost Devil fully manifests and starts combat with Katana Man. Himino claims that while the devil hunters grow accustomed to death and stop sobbing, Aki never stops grieving when one of his new recruits passes away. It must be comforting to have someone care about you and shed tears for you. Himino loses her arms as the battle goes on, but the Ghost Devil defeats Katana Man. Himino urges Aki not to pass away in the hopes that he will weep for her when she does. When Katana Man implores the woman for assistance, the Snake Devil appears and bites off the Ghost Devil's head. After defeating the Ghost Devil, Aki turns to face Himino but discovers that just her clothing is left. With this episode 8 of Chainsaw Man comes to end. So if you like my explanation, subscribe to channel for more videos like this.